the King of Anime podcast, episode 21. The podcast is now legal. We can do. Wait, technically it was legal at 18, but now we can drink. So now we're super legal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's smash some women.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's crush some puss.
Exactly. Thanks for the demonetization. I appreciate it.
I said puss.
Thank you again.
And boots.
Oh yeah, there we go. You saved it. We're family friendly now, which is also a demonetizable offense. Ah, crap. Anyways, so here on the King of Anime podcast, we used to cover an anime. I'm sure you guys know the title. It's called Slime Daddy. It doesn't have any other title. It recently got a season 2 announcement. It's coming next year in 2020. What do you guys think about this? I mean, I feel like we have to talk about it because this was like the show on our show. This is what kind of like people watched us for a long time.
And yet we can't get a Dead Man Wonderland season 2. I don't know what to say, man.
It is confusing how things like, I'm not saying Slime Daddy isn't exactly worthy of a sequel, but it's interesting how things like these get sequels, and obviously like really good anime that are kind of like I don't know, like cult hits now, I guess, like Dead Man Wonderland, like Spice and Wolf, although Spice and Wolf is, I think, like the most popular light novel in Japan. So I don't see it. Why don't we get more sequels?
I don't know.
Recently, it's been changing now. Been getting more and more sequels.
I was gonna say, it seems like more and more anymore, and I think that has a lot to do with the market now, and how everything has been going to the whole streaming websites, and how I guess they get money and revenue that way. I think we're getting a lot more sequels because of that.
Yeah, and Netflix as well recently greenlit a readaptation of Spriggan, which you guys have probably never heard of before. It's a really, really obscure manga and anime film from the 90s that was like, it was definitely a cult phenomenon kind of thing as well. Not really a phenomenon, but I have an original copy of Spriggan on DVD from the 90s still. And so that's why I noticed that one, but I think Netflix is a big part of it as well. They've been teasing a Berserk remake. They've been teasing a ton of stuff. So I think you're right, but like in terms of like Slime Daddy, I'm happy it's getting a sequel, just for the simple fact that people who enjoy it are getting more of Slime Daddy. But it needs to figure out what it is. It needs to not be this generic catch-all isekai where it's trying to capture all of these little subsect of audiences. It needs to be... It can be a product, like how Shield Hero is obviously for a demographic, but it still has personality, and it's still like a good story. And Slime Daddy is just kind of like a really generic power fantasy.
Yeah, it's surprising that this is the show is still ongoing, correct? Or
yeah, it's got a couple weeks left, I think.
Yeah, it's near because it's 25 episodes, so it's almost done. But it's surprising that a season 2 has been announced while it's airing, because usually you only get that with shows that are really good. I mean, even My Hero Academia, when they got the season 2 announcement, it was at the end of the anime.
Mm-hmm.
It ended first, and then they got the season 2. So, that's understandable because it's My Hero Academia. But this show, I mean, I guess there are a lot of people that really love this show, because I'm looking on my anime list right now, and it's rated a 8.35, which is pretty damn high. just as a comparison, Konosuba, another isekai anime, that is rated like a 8.17. So, I mean, according to my anime list, this show is better than Konosuba. So, but
I disagree.
I disagree heavily too. But I guess this show is doing what it needs to do. So,
It's
I'm not going to hate because it has a second season. The people who are enjoying this show get more content. So, I guess that's what matters.
well, I can tell
Yeah.
you right now why this is getting a sequel because it just came to mind. Recently, I did a video actually today announcing season 2 and talking about it a little bit. And one of the things I noticed on the Crunchyroll site was an ad for Slime Daddy being in this mobile gacha game. And I guarantee you that's why this is getting a season 2. It's because it's making billions of dollars.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's weird. It's a weird kind of where we are right now in society when it comes to anime. I mean, think about it. Just last year alone, we had Goku in the Thanksgiving Day parade. We had Super Broly being one of the highest grossing anime in America. Well, as far as I know, it is, and it's just becoming more and more mainstream now. And I think foreign entities can bank on the fact that people are going to watch it. Like if it fails in Japan, they'll watch it here in the States. And I
Mhm.
think that's what a lot of it has to ride on, where they're just like, well, My Hero Academia is going to go on for so many seasons. They'll keep watching it in America, even if it fails in Japan. But yeah, I don't know. Is it popular in Japan? The
My Hero
Slime Daddy?
Academia?
No,
Oh,
Slime
Slime
Daddy.
Daddy.
I know My Hero
Oh,
Academia is more popular here.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be.
yeah.
Gotta be. But anyways, that's kind of like our 2 cents. I don't think we necessarily despise this show. I don't think we could, considering
No,
we
I
got so
can't.
much entertainment from it in the first 12 episodes. But I definitely think it's like kind of like a thing we had to touch on because it's like I don't know. It just really helped this show. Like just this show's existence really helped our show, and I don't know. It is what it is. A couple more announcements. The KOA Awards for this season will be next week, March 30th, on a Saturday, regular starting time. Be there or be square. And then the week after that, we will be taking King of Anime Award or King of Anime show. We'll be getting a week off, and we'll be doing a Nakama Club on my channel for Inuyashiki, and that will be April 6th. So, should be fun.
Yeah.
So excited. Anyways, let's talk about. Oh God, I gotta take down the season 2 thing. I'm a terrible producer. Jesus Christ. Let's talk about Mob Psycho 100, episode 10, Collision Power Type. Bojack is unbound, and he gets super angry and tries to kill an unconscious Mob. But Pimples saves him, and Mob regains consciousness to save his friends.
Did you say Pimple?
Yeah, I did.
His name's Dimple.
Well, I know, but that's what I had written down.
Oh, you're doing a little joke. Okay.
Yeah.
My bad. Continue.
But that's it.
Okay. This was, I don't know, kind of a little slower towards the beginning, but once
Once the action
once-
kicks in, man, it was good.
it was really good. Like Regan kept spraying that stuff in that big guy's face, and he kept getting redder and madder, and I'm like, oh God. And yeah, that was pretty awesome towards the end.
I love that. He's just like, didn't work. Let's do it again.
Yeah, I was literally laughing out loud when he did it again because he got up all pissed. He's like, "I'm gonna crush you now!" And I'm like, "What are you doing?"
And it's such just a random thing. He just sprays it, and it works on everybody else except for him. It just makes him go. It just powers him up. It's just so weird, so goofy.
Yeah, he had way too many protein shakes or whatever the hell he was on.
Didn't
But
Reagan
this
call him psychosteroid or something like
he
that?
probably
I think he did.
I'm not sure, but I can see why. But what I was going to say with this episode is it showed the threat level of our enemies, because these guys, like, I'm pretty sure they killed people in this episode because they dropped a whole damn building and it looked like it crushed some people. And there was like people in the rubble, so I'm not sure if they were dead or not, but I don't think Mob Psycho has done that where we've seen people actually die like on screen. I'm not sure. But
I don't think
Yeah.
so. Just ghosts, but not like real people.
yeah, like
Yeah.
maybe flashbacks, but not in real time. At least that's what I believe. But yeah, these guys are super dangerous. We have somebody who can teleport, which they addressed that like in the first 3 minutes. The one of the girls who was a Scar, she was like, "Yo, this move is super overpowered." And we have another guy who has these plants. We didn't really see much from him. His fight was off screen, I believe. And we have that one umbrella guy who is pretty strong, but he seems to have a soft side to him. And their leader is super intense. He's like, yo, I got this far by not giving a fuck about how anybody feels.
I
Like,
noticed that too.
yeah, he was just like, I just don't care how anybody feels. I just do what I want. And yeah, you can see like how that trickles down to
Trickle
the
down, man. Got to get him with the trickle
yeah.
down.
Yeah, it trickles down to his subordinates. And yeah, we got washed. The good guys got washed in this episode.
Mm-hmm.
And Reagan had a good plan. I mean, it worked for the most part. It's just they're too strong. That's really it.
Yeah, freaking going back to the main villain, like his son's trying to rise up against him. He's going through a teenage rebellious stage in the middle of a war.
Yep.
Dad, I'm gonna
Perfect
prove
timing.
you wrong.
Fight Dororo. God damn it, Mom! Let me go to war.
God, we'll get to that later.
I love how the reason they chose this certain area is not only because it was a really good vantage point, because they're very familiar with it, but because the food was good.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
That's out of nowhere. I'm like, that's okay. I mean, that's Mob Psycho for you.
Yeah, then one of the guys were like, does this place have any sentimental value to you? He's like, nah, fuck it, destroy it. I don't care.
Crazy.
Oh man. Which is funny because in this first half of this episode, I was just like, when is it gonna end? When are we gonna get to something interesting? And then when it finally does, it gets to that fight scene. That fight scene was just so good.
Yeah, it was awesome. You got Dimple took over the leader of, I guess they're the running club or whatever, and he got super buff and was taking him on. It was almost like the Hulk versus Abomination sort of way. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, just taking it out, and then like he gets him pretty good, and then I guess like Dimple's like, oh no, I lost power, I can't do it anymore, and then Mob at the very end wakes up and slams him down, and it's like, because he was awake asleep most of the episode, just getting tossed around like nothing.
His body should be broken. That big dude just tossed his ass.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, like right after he's just like, I can't lift my arms. I can't even lift him. Yeah, he should probably go to the hospital. But Echid, I don't know how to pronounce your name. I apologize. I see you around quite often. But they're commenting through Twitch, and they ask EA, when are you going to continue doing your domestic girlfriend videos?
Oh my God, everybody's happy of that. Well, whenever, I guess. I forgot what episode we're on right now. Let me look.
Well, so yeah,
Go ahead and pan.
so yeah. I also how this whole season has kind of been the thing where like Mob is being helped by his friends, right? And in this episode, he is helped by his friends, but I think Mob helped everyone this episode again as well, and I really enjoy that. I love it when Mob like just comes out of nowhere and saves the day, and it also shows how powerful Mob is.
Damn, 10 episodes.
Yeah.
I need to catch up on. Sorry. I need to catch up on a bunch of episodes. Anyway, that I'll come back.
but yeah, I don't know. Mob's
Yeah,
great.
When Dimple took over Mob's body, and we seen a body improvement club, the first thing I thought in my head was, what if he took over one of their bodies? Because we seen how much damage he could do with Mob. And I mean, Mob, I mean, he's trying, but we know he's not there. He's not that strong. So
yeah,
I was just wondering.
Strong.
Yeah, I was just wondering, like, how would Dimple fare in a physique like that? And we seen what he was able to do. He was able to tussle with this guy who's like the Hulk, basically. And I wonder how their powers work, like with the whole taking over and suddenly being very strong. Is it just like a mental thing, or do they really just physically get stronger because they are being possessed by Dimple? That's a weird thing to me.
I imagine it may be kind of like a similar situation to how when somebody is zombified, they can use like full capacity of their strength or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine it's a similar thing where they can use much more than what they normally couldn't under normal circumstances, but doing that may cause damage. Because I mean, we saw the dude, he couldn't even lift his arms up. So
yeah,
it's a good question. I wonder what would happen.
I imagine this. EA will understand this, like when Brandon wargs into Hodor. Yeah, because we know how strong he is. Like he has the blood of a giant, but once he's being controlled, he's like on a completely different level. But
he snaps that dude's neck in half.
yeah, but part of that is because Hodor is such a gentle giant. So I don't know. That just came to my mind.
Mm-hmm.
What are we giving this episode? I'm giving this a pass. It's a good show. I enjoy watching it.
Yeah, I'm passing it. And is this only 12 episodes? Because I think...
Yeah, we only got 2 left.
Yeah.
We got 2 left. I want to see how it ends.
Damn, we really do have 2 episodes left.
Yeah.
But pass.
It's going to end with a live-action sex scene.
Oh, wait. That comment didn't remind me of anything, but I just wanted to point out, the delinquent guy, I don't think he's part of the body improvement club. I don't believe so. But, he has that stereotypical delinquent. Yeah. I liked how he had an attack named. He called it Demon Rush. I don't know. That was just really funny to me. He just had a name for this flurry of punches. Of course, it didn't fucking work, but that was funny.
You should make a Mob Psycho fighting game.
I'd be down for that.
I mean,
every time
just pick Mob and you win.
It'd have to be like some alternate universe, like timeline scenario where they all get special Esper powers and crap.
Let's do it. PS4, get on it.
Yeah, the same people that did
PlayStation 5. We're going next gen. We're going
Switch.
12K. No, this is how we're going to do it. We're going to take a PS5, an Xbox 2, and a Nintendo Switch, and we're just going to fuse them together. And that's the only way you'll be able to play this game.
So we won't be able to play this game.
Not unless you fuse them all together.
Fusion. Ha! I give you the PlayStation Xbox Switch.
the play box switch. The switchy play box. Oh my god.
Perfect.
Let's talk about Dororo. Dororo episode 10, the story of Tahomaru. In this episode, we learned Hyakimaru is 16. His father also has a room called Hall of Hell. That's pretty badass. And giant crabs are assholes. Yep. Can I just say, this episode reminded me, you guys probably don't know what I'm going to be referencing. Some people watching this actually may know, because we're all memesters at heart here. There's an old meme, speaking of video games and PlayStation. Back in the day, there's this game called Genji Days of the Blade. And on E3, they demoed this game. And they came out and they said, this is a historically accurate samurai action game. It is modeled after legendary battles between samurai that have actually happened, and we've worked with historians. 5 minutes later, they're fighting a giant crab in the demo.
I mean, how much more accurate can you get?
It just reminded me of that. And then, like, in the demo, he's like, you gotta attack its weak points, and it's just, oh, it's good meme. This episode was freaking awesome.
For sure. I love this episode. I liked Tohomaru, or is it Tahomaru? Yeah. Tahomaru. I think that's right. I loved him in this episode.
Tahoe.
No. I think Maru is, oh, well, no, that's not going to work. Whatever. I did not expect to like him because I thought he was going to be like some whiny brat and a mama's boy. And he is still a mama's boy because he is very jealous of his mother spending time in a, I don't know what you would even call it, but yeah, he's jealous that his mother's attention is diverted somewhere else. But they made him a lot better than what I thought he was going to be, because he actually cares about the people. He is actually brave, which I didn't expect that either. I mean, he stepped on the front lines and he was actually, spearheading the attack with the crab. So he is a pretty solid character. And like I said, that was very unexpected.
Yeah, he's not annoying.
Yeah,
that's like the best thing you could have done for this character, is make him not annoying like some Final Fantasy character who's like, gotta fight for my honor, or whiny. I don't know.
I think it's gonna make it that much more difficult if these two, Hakimaru and this dude, I forget his name already, if they have to fight, because before it's just like, we don't give a shit about this guy. We just know that he's a whiny little brat. But now this episode basically showed he's more than just that, and it's gonna be a little bit more, okay, well, the dad's an asshole still.
Yeah. I wanted to bring that up because it's kind of like a question of morality, because it's such a tough thing, because although Daigo did wrong, I mean, he prayed to the demons for his land to prosper, but at the same time his land and his people were suffering from famine. So it's such a dicey situation, because I think back to when he did it, he didn't think, or he didn't know what the consequence was going to be. He didn't know that somebody else was going to suffer for what he wished for. My mindset is that he thought something was going to happen to him.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's so hard, because he sees that his land is going down the same path and it's repeating itself. So what does he do? Does he just let his people suffer and have the land you know, go through droughts and continuous war, or does he do what he thinks is best and probably kill Hakimaru? Because they didn't explicitly say that that's what he wanted to do. They just said that he wanted to find him, but I'm pretty sure that's on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm pretty sure he was supposed to die. That was the whole sacrifice.
yeah. Hyakimaru.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sent him away. They thought they're put the baby in a dumpster, it'll be all right. But the girl, put him in a basket and pushed him off. It's super interesting though, because how this dynamic will play out, because now, like, I think it blurs kind of like my expectations of where this series is going to go with Tahoe Maru. Because initially I thought, Tahoe Maru is going to be an asshole and he's going to get killed immediately, like by Yakimaru and like a cool fight or whatever. But I'm not sure if that's the way it will go down, and I'm not sure what Tahoe Maru's connection to Hyakimaru will be. Is one of the things that he got, like the father got, from making this deal, was it Tahoe Maru himself? And if so, what is Hyakimaru gonna do?
I personally think Tahomaru is going to get jealous and try to kill Hyakimaru just because of the fact that, well, what if the mother, she just prays at a shrine all fucking day and just is like, headless shrine, please give me back my baby. And I'm just like, I don't know, is this how they drank back in the day? They just drink their sorrows away, but they just pray instead of drink. Yeah, I think it's eventually going to come to the whole jealousy thing because, here, Tahomaru already knows that his father's hiding something from him. So it's like, I mean, hell, that guy tried to bite his own tongue off to not say anything about it.
Yeah, he did. But he didn't die. I also like Tahomaru's kind of little bodyguards, helpers. Those are cool. Yeah, they have like their own little personalities. And they're super good at doing what they do. So that's pretty cool. I think there's going to be a fight between one of those two, maybe even both, against Hyakimaru. And I think that's going to be pretty freaking cool.
I think when it comes to, the big crab that everybody was trying to kill that whole episode, it showed how much Tahomaru basically is. He plans everything out, and he's pretty much a smart guy himself. Like, all right, we're gonna do this. We're gonna, bring him out into here. We're gonna trap it. We're gonna drown it. That freaking crab, though, is genius trying to break down the dam after he got
picking up a rock and throwing it at the sluice.
I'm like, this is a smart ass crab.
I bet they had a lot of crab meat afterwards to eat.
Oh my gosh. Freaking Hakimaru gave the final blow. Just,
I wonder what body part he got back,
if any.
Maybe it was his dentures, so he can eat it.
He has his taste buds back.
I can taste now. This is brilliant. Oh, he talks a little bit in this episode as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now he can talk.
I wonder if Doro's
really
gonna teach him some words.
Yeah, he's gonna. Towards the end, he's gonna learn full-on sentences.
That will be cool.
Me like you, lady. Me want touch.
Oh God, Yakimaru is a perv. That would just be.
Oh, that would ruin the show immediately. I would be so conflicted.
I want to touch with sword hands.
Wait, he's missing body parts, right? He's got to kill a monster to get his head back. You know what I'm saying?
To get his thing.
Yeah.
I bet it's a snake. I bet he kills a snake.
Oh my God. I wonder what the mother's reaction will be if he ever gets to see his mother, Yakimaru.
I think she'll know who it is the second. Like she'll be a little like, I sense something, like Darth Vader, a presence I haven't felt since, and just be like, you know what? I think this is my baby boy.
Yeah, mother's intuition.
Yeah.
I think that will play a factor, and I think it's ironic that before Yakimaru was like before he was born, of course, Daigo, his father, prayed to the demons for his land to get better, and after he was cast away, his mother is praying for him to come back. But because she's doing that, and because it's actually happening, the lands are suffering. It's like I don't know. I don't know if that wasn't like an intentional parallel, but I just find it kind of ironic.
I don't know if Osamu Tezuka was a religious person, but I know the country of Japan is very religion heavy, so would not surprise me if that were the case.
Yeah, I think that's the whole, at least in my opinion, the whole point behind Dororo is the sacrifice he had to make in order to basically just put the I don't know, take everything away from this child, and now this child's taking everything back, but at the same time the rest of the country is suffering because of that, and maybe it has a lot, something to do with alchemy in a way. What you give is what you get, and vice versa.
The walls of equivalent exchange.
Equivalent exchange. That's the one I was looking for. Maybe the same rules apply to Dororo.
Maybe they try to bring their dead mother back.
Oh God.
Yeah. When I just watching the first episode of the show, I compared it to I compared it to Full Metal Alchemist because of you have somebody who's trying to get their body parts. Of course, it's not the same at all, but I just saw that similarity.
Mm-hmm.
This show's fucking great. Why is this show so good? We don't deserve this? Oh my god.
We honestly don't.
I'm passing it.
Pass.
God, too good. Too good. It just needs to never stop. God, I was about to say Shield Hero forever. I'm not sure if I would want that, but definitely Dororo. That's for sure.
Eventually, the party will be over.
The party is over.
That was a funny way to start the episode because the guy just gets fucking eaten, and then it's just like his headband floats to the top of the water, and then you just hear "Party is over."
But he still wants to dance.
I like the visuals. Best cold opening ever. I like the visuals in the opening so much, though. I don't think we've ever talked about the opening, have we?
No. It's an opening I actually enjoy, and I don't skip.
I like it because it's got
good.
A bunch of the old Osamu Tezuka art style in it, which is so cool.
I'm so serious.
Let's talk about another serious show called Shield Hero. Yeah, it may not be too serious. Shield Hero episode 10, In the Midst of Turmoil. The bow and spear hero cause a lot of shit. Shield Hero has to clean up their shit. Raptalia... Shield Hero, god damn it. Raptalia is still something... words. Shield Hero. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a lot of words, a lot of people doing stuff and going to different towns, and eventually, I think it was towards the end where the Shield Hero sees all the other heroes, and they accuse him of cheating, and he's like, "You look, sirs, I'm cleaning up the messes that you left."
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get off my damn lawn.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't know where the spear hero is, but if I saw him, ho 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 ho.
Yeah, it's just like I'm glad that he was able to confront them about that because of course, Spear Hero, we know how bad he is, but we've heard in previous episodes that those two were messing up things and they haven't really had to face any consequences. And with this world and how everything is set up with the heroes being put on a pedestal, of course, with the exception of our protagonist, people probably wouldn't even say anything to them. They were probably just, if they could, they would probably try to blame it on the shield hero some way, somehow, even if he had nothing to do with it. But, people aren't going to hold those two accountable. But shield hero is able to do that because not only does he has the power, but even with his tainted name, he still is the shield hero. So he has enough cachet to say, hey, you guys are fucking up everything. Stop.
It is kind of a thing, like how these heroes are so full in themselves, and they think they're solving everyone's problems. Oh, they've liberated the people from the king, and they've made it worse. Now they've technically done more harm than the king was doing before. The king that was in charge of this place before knew about how everyone was starving, and they kind of bring that up, but now that they have no king, even more people have started to starve and die, and it's like, how do you not think of that? It's very obvious that these heroes are kids, pretty much. They don't.
Aren't they teenagers in like the main?
Yeah.
What can I think of his name?
One of them is older. I don't know.
I know
one of them is older.
The main
for sure.
protagonist, I know he was like in college. He's like in his early 20s. And I think the spear hero is also old too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then the other two, they're just young teenagers, so they just think, oh, I'm just doing this, doing that. And they're not thinking everything rationally. They're just like, kill the dragon, give me the babes. Give me the money.
Yeah. There was also, near the end of the episode, a cool Spider-Man reference where one of them, I think, the one that looks like Sasuke, I believe. He's like, won't anybody teach these people what is the one Spider-Man quote? God damn it, I can't remember.
Great power comes great responsibility.
That one. And then I think Shield Hero spits out his water or something like that.
Yeah.
And they make another Spider-Man reference. It's like, is your Spidey sense tingling?
Oh, my shield sense is tingling.
Well, he hangs around a bunch of lollies all day. I'm not sure if that's it.
And what's the deal with, I guess, the Queen is trying to keep tabs on the shield hero for some reason?
There will be resolve to that in this season and why that is. I would tell you, but it's like, it would spoil the big payoff of this whole arc, so.
Okay. All right, because I thought that was kind of weird too, because they're just like, what was it? The Queen was like, "Oh, the shield hero is going to be the toughest to reach. Want to go ahead and reach him?" I'm thinking, why? And then they never said anything. So, do the Queen? Well, I guess you're not going to say anything. I'm assuming the Queen and the King hate each other somehow. They're just like, nah.
They could. I don't know.
Shut up.
I do like the Queen though. I think she's a pretty fun character. She's like mine if she weren't a bitch and responsible and a nice person.
So literally the opposite of mine.
I was gonna say, how is she like mine?
Pretty much, yeah, the complete opposite. There's this one little moment that it was so just adorable and kind of like, oh, like one of those little moments where they go to the slave trader and Philo's like, "You're not going to sell me, are you?" And I'm like, "Oh, God damn it."
And he's like, "I have every intent to sell you, bitch."
You better watch your mouth or I will.
Exactly. You want another backhand?
Oh, yeah, and of course, now Fumi's just like, "No, I'm not going to sell you. I'm just going to go buy another one."
Can I say
At least not yet.
Can I say that slave trader guy, even though he's a sleazeball, I really like him.
I don't.
He does his job well.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say he is really good at selling them, and he's like, hey, ever since you got me this business here, I've I anything to give to you, my friend. Ah,
If you
it's so
pay me
great.
enough money, I may be able to get my lips surgically put back on.
Yes, my teeth, they just stick out farther than any part of my body. Yeah, that guy, I really like him. He's like, oh, I'd have people pay for this information, but I'll tell you for free.
I mean,
That's how I,
technically, he's not doing anything wrong. Slavery is legal in that place. I mean, it's not ethnically right, but I
mm-hmm.
mean, he's working within the law. And to be fair, he has not cheated Nafumi. He's been helping Nafumi so much that without this dude, I have no clue where he would be. Nafumi would probably be dead in a ditch somewhere. I don't know.
Getting chewed on by balls.
That is like top 5 worst deaths.
Oh God, that's so true. You can't even feel it, which is even worse. He can't feel pain, so he's just like, "Am I dying?
Am I dying? My life's exiting my body, so I guess I am."
So, also, so they keep pushing this like now or Raftalia romance thing with Naofumi, and I
Yep.
love it because Naofumi just does not care.
Yeah,
That's
he's.
go ahead. Go
Oh,
ahead.
I was gonna say he absolutely does not give a shit whatsoever. There could be 20 women throwing themselves at him, and it's like, nah. I just want to get money. If money was a woman, he would be sexually attracted to it.
Yeah. Yeah, he probably would. And I like that about him because every main character in Isekai is like, I gotta get the bitches. Gotta get the fun bitches. And it's like,
Yeah.
this is different. This is like, he doesn't care about that. Like, he cares about the people, like, as people first and foremost. His goals in this world is basically just to survive. It's a very like kind of super raw and gritty character, and I like it.
Yeah, I was going to say that normally with the isekai genre, I mean, with the protagonist and you have like a flurry of women throwing themselves at them, they usually either they're just really too dense to realize they're too oblivious, or they're like somebody like God damn it, Issei, yeah, Issei from High School DxD, who like
Wants to be the one
his
true
main
Harukin.
Ugh.
yeah, it's like one or the other. But we have Nafumi who is super motivated, and it's not the fact that he's totally oblivious. I mean, he is to some extent, but it's mainly because he's so focused and he wants to achieve this goal. Like, we have to get money, we have to do this, and we have to make it to this wave and make sure we're prepared. And I like that about him. When I first watched the show, I did not expect to like Nafumi at all, but he's a refreshing character.
He's refreshing. He's very likable, and at the same time, he's hateable, which I think is a kind of important thing for him because of his personality. And I like the moments where you notice Naofumi has like this heart of gold kind of thing, and it's kind of like, I don't know, you hear that and you're like, oh, it's one of those heart of gold characters. It's ridiculous, but it really does work for him, like how he bandages Raftalia's cursed wounds. That shows that he's not a total hard ass. At near the end of this episode, how he gives him the money, the soldiers to buy better equipment. He's in this episode when he buys Philo like a skewer, a kebab or whatever. That was just those nice little moments. They don't shove it in your face. It's here. It's there. And I like that because it's continuity with the character, and continuity is very important. When you don't have continuity, everything's confusing, and you just hate everything, and then you drop it.
Yeah.
Then you cry. So who do you guys think is the girl at the end? Is she a villain or is she a good guy?
Oh,
I seen an evil smirk, so villain. I don't know.
It's probably gonna be a trick. You know, we're so used to seeing people look good, but deep down they're evil. She looks evil, but deep down she's gonna be good.
What if she's evil, but deep down she's like, but she's also like Naofumi. She just does things for profit, so she's kind of a hard ass.
That'll be cool. I like
Mm.
anti-heroes or whatever the hell you would call that.
Yeah, she's gonna be. I don't know. She's probably gonna be like a Black Widow assassin or something.
I hope her character isn't. Wow, Naofumi, I want to bang you, and the Raftalia is like, no, I wanna. And then
And then
Philo's
they do the
like,
they do the
caw.
They do the harem where they grab the guy by the arm and they just keep pulling him from both sides. It's in the very cliched. No, he's mine. He's mine. No, he's mine. And then the lolly comes in and says, "Bakar, I'm gonna eat you."
it's just no. Her secret weapon is just swallowing them in her fur, and they all fall asleep instantly.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Right. She has talons now too.
Oh yeah, yeah. She also has those talents.
She's gonna fuck people up with those talents.
Probably.
One thing I wanted to bring up was it was a small part of the episode, but Nafumi brings up that he would want to return to his world. And I think that's something that's going to change over time. Because I mean, he's been in this world for so long. I don't know how he was before he went into this world. I don't even think he was like, we've seen him outside of this world for a long time. It had been literally like 3 minutes, but he says that he wants to return to his world. And another thing to boost SeaTactics' point about him having a heart of gold, despite him being a hard ass, is when he has the upgrades, and you have Ralphie who asked him what should I upgrade, and he says you should upgrade based on what you want because you're going to have to survive without me. And that just shows you. Now he could have done something to where he's like, oh, I want you to upgrade this just so it benefits me, but he's thinking for Ralphie rather than himself. So that just, again, that was just like something, very it wasn't in your face, but it gave you more insight to his character, and I like that.
Yeah, same. Although I think we all know the outcome of this. I think we all know the ending. Naofumi and Raftalia bang, and that's it.
Probably. Yeah.
I can't see any other ending, but yeah. I think as this world goes on, as his journey continues, I think he'll appreciate it more and more because, say what you will, he excels in this world than in the normal world. In the normal world, he's a normal isekai trope guy. No one wants to be that. He's a hero.
That is true.
He's the best.
A shield hero.
Exactly. He's the best kind of hero. And he kills sewer alligators, and he has a big giant fat chocobo, and he has a raccoon girl who...
Okay. You said he has a big fat, and I'm like, oh god, chocobo. Oh.
Nice save.
Nice save there.
And he also has douchebag partners as for hero friends, and he does stuff, and he gets lots of money.
We have to start a dialogue about how Shield Hero, at least from, it's from his perspective. We're seeing through the world through him, but it seems to me like he has the dopest powers in the series because I'm not seeing the Shield Hero, Spear Hero do anything super impressive, but I'm constantly seeing Naofumi pull out different shields for a myriad of different purposes. He has so many uses for these shields. It's not even like a shield. It's like just, I can do whatever the fuck I want, and we'll come up with a name for the shield later.
Yeah, and I think that's because, well, you heard about in this episodes before with Raftalia's backstory that there were legends of the Shield Hero. Not everyone believed the Shield Hero was a bad person. Everyone kind of knew, like, I guess more peasant kind of people. They knew that the Shield Hero was kind of freaking awesome. And I think that's because initially you see the Shield Hero and he doesn't have any powers. He's super weak. It's just a shield. What is he going to do? Haha, you suck. Well, he's an idiot. Who cares? We're going to take all of his money. Rape accusations at the wazoo. It's going to be great. But they don't realize that once, he starts leveling up that shield, it becomes pretty overpowered pretty darn quick. And it is the most useful thing. And I think that's by design. It's something they address later, I'm fairly certain.
And when he goes rage mode, he's
Curse.
unstoppable.
I thought Ralphie got cured of that curse.
Oh, yeah, so we had an answer to that. Last episode, we said the same thing, like, oh, they just got cured of the curse and moved on. Apparently, it takes time. So, yeah, she's still cursed. Poor thing, has bandages around her head still.
Yeah.
Poor head. As long as the ears are adorable and they're there, then everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Totally. Tail's fine. Everything's great.
Yep, everything's good. Is the tail cursed? If the tail is cursed, it is not. We're not doing good.
We're boycotting immediately.
Exactly. Yeah. What are we giving this? I think it's pretty clear we're killing it, right?
Oh, I didn't expect that.
Just kidding. We're passing this. This is a great episode.
Pass.
Oh man, and we got to talk about this next thing. Promised Neverland, episode 10, 130146. My God, this show has quickly become one of the most must-watch animes right now. Norman dies, and Isabella asks Emma to become a mother. Yes, does he? We'll get to that later. And as Ray's date approaches, not date, but, date, has Emma given up? Or has she given in? Wow. I mean, first of all, that ending, I don't know where to. It's so. Is she evil? Has she listened to Isabella's indoctrination of sorts, and has she given up and decided to become a mother?
Oh wow, I haven't even thought of. I didn't even think of that because initially she didn't even want it.
Yeah, and she gave that evil smirk at the end of the episode, which may. But here's what I think.
Was that an evil smirk though? I looked at that as sort of like a coy. Like I have a plan up my sleeve.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. I'm thinking she has a plan and she's ready to take action, and it's going to happen the next episode. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I think so too. I think she's going to take that tool, stun gun thing, and she's going to use it.
Yeah, to kill Isabella, and Isabella's going to be like, "Oh, I'm melting! I'm melting!"
What a world!
And they're going to be like, "Ha, bitch! We knew your weakness is water. Also, Norman's alive. I don't know how, but he is for some reason. Here he is!" Exactly.
For some reason, this episode, when I was watching it, other than the fact that it was depressing as hell, as soon as, Norman was going, and you saw as if that, yeah, there's that look right there. That's crazy. That you don't know if he died or not. It's like, hey, let's have you go into this room really quick, and then we just see the days go by and the calendar flips, and I'm like, is he dead? And I look at it this way, in any sort of show like this, or any show for that matter, as long as if I have not seen him die, I don't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe it for 1 second.
Yeah.
I mean, we see Mother Crone or Sister Crone die, but we don't see him die. I don't buy it.
Yep. That's
You know what
kind of
I'm
like
saying?
general rule of thumb is if you don't see the death, there is a chance they are still alive. This is my theory. So when Isabella walks in to talk to Emma, and Isabella's like, become a mother, you have the grades to do it. You can definitely do this, and you of course won't be killed, won't be food. And you think she gives up, and scene moves on. Before that, you see what does Norman see? We don't know. Here's what I'm thinking. So during that scene when Emma and Isabella are talking, Isabella drops some interesting tidbits. She tells Emma that she can become a mother and have a child. I'm thinking they're keeping Norman alive for Emma so they can have a child
with her.
Yes.
That's weird.
It is very weird.
Especially because they're like so young.
Right. But I mean, they gotta get him somehow.
I guess. But I
imagine the men have some special alternative, role though that we don't see, but this is as important as the mothers.
I'm assuming they're the birth, not the birth givers, but they implant the seed. Gross. Oh, gross.
Not just that, but
I gave them an interesting name on Rising Senpais.
Oh God, what was it?
Yeah, I'm not. I won't repeat it, but
I can't remember. God damn it! Well, oh, God, what did you say?
He's a factory for something. Let's just say that.
Oh yes, the factory of sea mans.
Yeah,
like when they go out on the ships.
Yar,
exactly.
matey. Let me come for that booty. But something else that I noticed in the show, and I don't know if it's just me trying to stay hopeful or maybe looking at things differently or not, but Mother, Isabella, though she says these very hurtful things, does this very fucked up shit, I think deep down she does have a heart in a way. That's why she offered Emma that whole deal, I guess, in a way. And she kind of, whenever, Emma rejected her right away and was just like, no. And she gets up and is like, fine, you can suffer. You kind of see her look back, kind of give a look, and then just kind of sort of think for a second. And I'm just thinking, there's a little more deep down inside, Isabella than we know. And
and we saw it some of what in this episode too, when Norman is asking Isabella if she actually enjoys this, and she says she has to think about it for a moment, and she says yes, but she gives this weird like surprised look on her face. I think there is a little bit to this character, just a tiny smidge of this character that's still just a normal kid that kind of grew up in the same place these kids grew up in. That's still kind of hopeful thing.
And I think maybe Emma reminds her of herself in a way, and that's why she's so, she feels the way that she does towards her versus all the other kids. Because Phil, who cares about that little shit?
Whoa! You can't talk about Big Bout Phil like that. Big Daddy Phil. You can't say shit about Phil, okay? Phil.
Why not?
Phil's the best.
Phil's another entree on the menu.
Isabella has a human emotional reaction to Phil that one time last episode. You can't say shit about Phil. Phil ain't gonna die. Phil's gonna live. You know why? Because he's the most overpowered character in this anime.
He goes Ultra Instinct.
Exactly. And when he opens that door and he's like, "No, man, it ain't just cute. That's code word for I'm about to kill some motherfuckers. Watch out." Watch your back.
I could just see him coming in. I'm ready to kick ass and chew bubblegum. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
I want him to say that. That would be great. Yeah, I wonder what Isabella's backstory is. That's going to be super interesting.
I want to say that I'm really curious to see because I already like this character so much and just how mysterious she is and just so evil. But then again, maybe it's not the evil. Maybe it's just she has to do it because this is her job. This is her job.
Yeah.
She has to do this.
It's not even really her job. She was raised to do it.
True. She doesn't know anything else other than that. It's either die
it's her life, yeah.
Or become that. That's all she's ever known.
And in the flash, so like we have a flashback to when Norman was sick, and this is kind of like, I guess, how Emma and Norman start their relationship as well, which is super cute. But like we see Isabella, and she's not the Isabella we know now. She looks so much more happier, more gentle. There's something about her and her expression that just totally different from what it is now. I wonder if as time has went on, maybe she had that hope that Emma still has, and it's just been beaten. She's just been beaten into the ground, and she just doesn't care anymore. She's given up.
Yeah, she looks so depressed. Hell, all of them were depressed. As soon as they knew Norman was gone, Ray's like, I don't care anymore. Just leave me alone. Emma, same. Emma's just like, I'm done with this shit.
Well, actually...
Now she's got that evil look in her eye.
Right, and actually, I think that's exactly what happened to Isabella, because I think they say it in this episode. I think Isabella herself says it. She says, just give up. It's going to keep happening no matter what. You can't escape it. So I wonder if that was like, in a weird sense, telling Emma kind of like what happened to her in a way of like, don't get your hopes up, kid. Like, this is, I've thought of this before kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Super interesting. Also in the flashback with Norman and Emma, Norman's sick, and Norman's like, you can't be in here, I'm sick. And Emma's like, don't worry, I can't get sick. And I'm like, oh, they're going to do some weird thing where they're going to like fool them to thinking they're sick and they can't go. And then Ray comes in the scene, and Ray's like, yeah, idiots don't get sick. Oh, that's great. It's great. So yeah, Phil, best character?
No.
God,
Confirmed.
See, Satsuki agrees. So yeah. Anything else?
I want to marry Isabella.
Nope. I call dibs.
Just the way that she threatened Emma. If you cause another commotion, I'll kill you. Just, I love that.
I know. Just like whispers it ever so passionately. Just like, if you cause a scene again, I'll kill you. It's like, oh God. And then her eyes just said it all. Emma's just like, I want to say something, I want to do something, but I can't. Because she was saying her goodbyes, and she was like, just kept saying, yeah, okay.
If you're gonna have a wife, get you a wife that can take care of kids, be good with them, play with them, and at the same time can threaten them with death. Get you a woman who can do both
and make clean breaks in their legs just in case they get out of hand.
Oh, you're running away? Hold on.
Oh! Oh my God. Dark humor. It's the best. Yeah, I don't know. Isabella is a great character though. She's so, you're right, she's mysterious. She has this side to her that's like both human, and she's also a freaking monster of a person. And she's great. She's so great.
Call my phone, Isabella.
Let's all marry her.
Let's just. You know what? She'll probably be okay with it.
Do a harem with Isabella.
Do they have like reverse harems like that?
They
Oh,
do.
yeah. Even though
I
I've never
watched one
watched it.
recently. It's called Utano Prince. It's Utano Prince Sama. And it's about this girl who goes to a music school, and there's a bunch of boys, and they're good at music. And she's like, I want to get good at music, but the different kind of music. And she's like, yeah. And then the boys are like, but feelings.
It sounds like a great time.
It's actually pretty solid.
When Lady Isabella and everything animated Satsuki and SeaTactics crash the scene, you never know what will happen on the next episode.
Oh my god, what would our personalities be in this Promised Neverland spinoff? I think I want to be the super emotional one.
Sasuke would be the Sindera.
Oh yes, of course, yeah.
Definitely.
And I would be the energetic one.
I'd just be the one who's like contemplating life, just like, why are we here?
You're the sensitive one.
And super sensitive, and I like my favorite thing to do is to stand out in the middle of the night, right next to a lake, and just sing in the moonlight.
When the moon hits your eye,
that's amore. Just really stupid songs like that, yeah.
And then freaking Isabella's like, God damn.
I don't know which one to bang. They're all so bangable.
Turns into a bachelor thing. She has to give a rose to somebody, and then the loser gets their legs broke.
But they still get to stay on the show. It's just each week if they lose again, they get another spot in their leg broken.
Eventually, they're just going to be crawling on the ground. Come back, Isabella.
You're so fine.
I still got one finger left. Oh,
don't break my finger. And he's like just crawling by like inching the finger forward, like pulling yourself by the one finger across the ground.
Oh my god.
Oh god, this has to happen. This is beautiful. This is great. Brilliant stuff.
Yeah. Isabella reverse harem spinoff, please.
Yeah. Let's make that confirmed.
Can we confirm that? Can we get Elon Musk on the show to confirm that?
I mean, at least the OVA. I think we deserve that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, maybe even a spin-off manga.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Spear Hero, doesn't he have one?
Yeah, and he's a douchebag. And we're all of us are douchebags, kind of, so.
Yeah, we could definitely do that.
I agree.
All right, let's do it.
This is a 69 out of 69 idea right here. 696.9. That's brought that one back.
Yeah, that's
deep cut.
That came out the graveyard. We haven't used that one in a while.
Speaking of graveyard, you got that thing on your channel going,
Right?
Oh
yeah. I haven't done that in a while.
Anime Graveyard. Oh, I forgot to tweet out the stream this whole time. Shit. God.
Well, now that it's almost over, it's a good time to do that.
It is. As we what are we giving this? We're passing this, right?
Oh, absolutely. Pass.
Maybe. I guess so. Pass.
Oh God. So we've come to the end of the show, and this time I didn't forget. Okay, we're doing CKOA, the community KOA thing. If you join my server, you get to vote every week on what anime you want to pass and kill. It's basically this version of the show, but it's your version of the show, and every anime on this list is kind of a show that we were watching or are watching currently. So that's pretty cool. So do you guys want to go over the results?
No.
Let's do it. Okay.
All right. 3 passes and 2 kills for Slime Daddy. 4 passes and 1 kill for Promised Neverland. 5 passes and 1 kill for Mob Psycho 100 Season 2. 4 passes and 1 kill for Dororo, and 3 passes and 1 kill for The Rising of the Shield Hero. The bonus question this week was, hold up, I gotta go back to the actual questionnaire because there's so many multiple choice questions. What would you rate this season? The best, above average. I don't even watch anime. Who are you people? Are you the Russians? No, you're something worse. You're a space pirate? Now that I think about it, space pirates should exist. Better than fall 2018. Those are the choices. Guess who won?
That
3 votes for above average. 1 out.
Above average?
Yeah. 2 people voted for I don't even watch anime, and 1 voted for the best.
These people, what the hell's wrong with these people?
2 people don't even watch anime. Why are they here?
Even voting? Why do they follow you?
I don't know. They're my subscribers left over when I was a gaming only channel, like in 2015.
I guess.
Come back to us, SeaTactics. We want you to talk about Call of Duty again. Why won't you talk about Call of Duty? We miss you. We 3 people. We're still here. Although the one guy's kind of dead, we just keep him around though.
oh.
Yeah. So like, we should do shoutouts. So everything animated. Where can they find you?
They can find me under a rock.
All right. Cool.
No, I'm kidding. They can find me on the Twitters. Making a slow resurgence back on those. You can find me on the YouTubes. I know. It's been a while since I've done anything on there. The Domestic Girlfriend. I guess people want me to do it again. I had no idea I had such a demand for it, but hey, I guess I can bring it back and catch up on 6 episodes I need to catch up on. Come back that way.
So
Yeah,
and pretty
then,
wild episodes. Got some side boob in there. Got some
I saw-
Hina being an awful person.
I mean, I've seen that already. I guess I get to get ready to see that again,
Oh,
but
God,
this time more
Momo.
episodes. So okay, yeah, you can see me there, and I'll see you guys real soon.
Satsuki the Savage, where can they find you?
They can find me on Twitter at King Daniels JR, YouTube Satsuki the Savage, second channel Satsuki the Reactor. Don't know when I'm gonna do a JoJo video because some people have been asking me about that, and it's not the fact that I don't want to watch JoJo. It's just the editing is very time consuming. So I'm just being lazy, like point blank.
Don't
Yeah.
worry.
That's it.
Don't worry. I'm doing JoJo videos.
Happy 4K.
Come over to my channel.
Thank you.
4K subs of Satsuki. You know,
Yeah.
just forget about Satsuki. You don't even need him. What does Satsuki do anyways?
I just talk shit in front of a camera, and then people they like my videos. So for some reason,
Actually, that sounds pretty good. Everyone here, unsubscribe from me and go subscribe to Satsuki.
Boy,
And so Satsuki has won the war of YouTube.
you'll see a tidal wave. No, I didn't mean it.
People thought it was PewDiePie versus T-Series, but really it's PewDiePie versus T-Series and Satsuki the Savage. You just gotta wait.
actually, I disagree with that because I don't think those 2 YouTubers are on my level. So I don't know.
Well, you're much better than T-Series, that's for sure. Or as the kids call him these days, T-Gay.
Oh wow! Oh wow! I haven't heard that one.
That's literally what they call him, T-Gay.
I mean, that rolls off the tongue and makes sense, right? No.
I'm surprised they didn't call him Gay Series. But okay, I mean, want to go with T-Gay?
T-Series and PewDiePie. If you guys are watching this, please don't destroy my channel because I know you guys have the capability of doing so.
PewDiePie
I'm sorry.
probably doesn't. YouTube probably hates PewDiePie. YouTube probably wants PewDiePie to get off their platform, but he won't.
PewDiePie, please spam the hell out of my channel. add everything animated.
Just every day, subscribe to everything animated.
Oh my god!
Not the other
that'd be
everything animated, the real everything.
great. The real one, where you see me going Super Saiyan.
So yeah, so that's pretty much it for KOA this week. Gotta go back a couple pages on my notes here. Remember that March 30th is the KOA Awards. That's next Saturday. Beautiful. It's gonna be great. Or it's, if it's not, if these things are not on Saturday, they're gonna happen on Sunday. The Nakama Club, April 6th, will be on Inuyashiki. Will be on my channel this time, and then we'll do another one next time on Satsuki's channel, whenever that is. I think he picks Citrus.
I would not do that to you guys. Yeah. No. It was not Citrus. It was Madoka Magica.
I can get done with that.
Get down on it. Get
Yeah.
down on it.
That's the podcast.
Get
Goodbye,
down.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye.